Welcome to the tomb of illumination. Everything's about our earthly realm here, and specifically it's flat. It's about the flat earth. So I've been explaining how it all works compared to the globe. And today's video is going to be about why the sun is quicker than the stars and how it works. Because a lot of flat earthers think the stars are 4 minutes quicker than the sun. And we've been led to believe that with the globe. I'm just going to show you why the sun is the quickest. Apart from the fact that it's on the inside track of the entire ecliptic plane, the sun does a small circle. It's basically what Polaris does, doesn't it? The sun does a small circle. You know, when you've got all the other planets outside of it. Nothing passes the sun. The sun catches up. It's quicker. It's got the most power, most energy. Plus you can think of it as being on the inside track. In a horse race, the horse out here isn't going to beat the horse running around the small circle, is it? No. So the sun is always quicker than the stars. The stars aren't on the ecliptic plane though. They're in the main vortex. They do an S-curve, 3D S-curve in the vortex. But the plane is at the top on the horizon. But the sun moves quicker than the stars spiraling up and down. So I'm going to show you. So this is the flat earth looking down on it, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So let's just work on the northern hemisphere, okay, as a circle, as a clock. And just show you what's happening. So let's say the sun turns up at 6 in the morning. So there's the light. So let's say half the globe, if you want to call it a globe, or half the flat earth, is all the stars. There's stars everywhere, but they're all lost in the light of the sun, right? Over here, they're all exposed at night time, whoever's on the night side. So the sun turns up there, and all time is solar time, right? Atomic clock time, actually. Atomic clock time is all about the sun back here we do not see. Not the up and down ecliptic plane of the sun we see. It's all fixed in there in that small circle like I just explained on the inside track of the ecliptic plane. A consistent circle. No variation in seasons. Atomic time is taken from that. But anyway, so the sun turns up here at 6 in the morning. So they're all lost in the light of the sun, and you've got your stars out here. So the sun is quicker than the stars by 4 minutes. 4.1 I think it is. 4.1 minutes. So if it freezes at 1 day, that's the image. But the next day, you could say it's come around 4 minutes, but we don't, because we're working on the sun solar time, so it stays there in the same place. But the stars would have dropped back 4 minutes. So this is really hard to explain if you do it this way. Stars dropping back 4 minutes. People can't understand it. They just keep saying that the stars are quicker than the sun. So I can't explain it that way. Best way to explain it is to say 6 AM is now around here. So that's now the sun. Okay? So if the sun has crept around there, then guess what? The star has come forward by 4 minutes. That is now night time. Down here, the sun's chewed it up. It's now lost in the light of the sun. That's how you explain that the stars turn up 4 minutes earlier, as people think, but it doesn't. So the star the night before was stopped there. This was lost in the light of the sun, but now the sun has moved forward that little bit. It exposes another star. Because something has to fill that void, because daytime's shifted, so night's going to have to shift around that way. So now because that star's turned up here, right there, instead of being back there the night before, everybody seems to think that the star's quicker than the sun. No. It's sidereal time, solar time. That's the best way to explain it, actually, without confusing anybody and myself, actually. So it's just the way it is. The sun is quicker than all the celestial bodies. Nothing can pass the sun. Retrograde is the sun, the planet, so there's the sun, there's the planet. You're told in science that the planet's going like this. No, they're not telling you it's actually the sun that's gaining on the planet. Then it buries the planet in the light of the sun. Then the sun moves forward, and what happens? The planet seems to be going like this. When the sun gets further around, then you start noticing that the planet is going this way. When all along they were both going that way in the first place, but look, the sun catches up to it, goes over it, goes like that, and after a while it's going like this. Then when it gets, yeah look, see they're both going the same way now. Do that again. Planet, sun. Sun's gaining on it, both going the same way. Both going the same way. See? Sun catches it. Oh look, it looks like the planet's going backwards. Because the sun's moving ahead, it looks like the planet's going backwards. Because the sun's racing ahead. Right? No, they're still going that way. Together. Let's do it again. So, they see the sun here, and because they're going like that and the sun's catching it, they're trying to tell you that this is slowing down, going back this way, because the sun's gaining on it. No, this is how it works. There's no loop. Then it goes like that. It's that simple. You've all been conned. It's all part of the globe con. Absolutely ridiculous. All the ancients knew how this worked. It's all written. But it connects you with your human spirit, the human brain, your soul, everything. And this is what the Freemasons do not want you to know. They do not want you to know how you are connected to this realm. They want to control your mind with the physical shit. NASA, make-believe material things above us. There's nothing above us, nothing physical above us, except planes and stuff. It's just like when you throw hot water into a cold atmosphere, it turns to steam straight away, doesn't it? But if you tip cold water into there, it would turn to ice. So imagine that, if that happened in our earthly cycling system, that ice would fall on us and kill us. That would be a really dumb design. This is why you need to understand the Earth's recycling system too. How the warm air comes out of here into the comes out of the tropics into the central vortex for the recycling system, and that warm air hitting the cold turns it to spray, teardrops, steam, mist, whatever you want to call it, falls back down to earth here. Man, if that wasn't didn't have that temperature, the heat in that Milky Way, if it wasn't quite that temperature, How would that work? Cold. Well, the hydrogen molecule would freeze, turn to ice. Then it would fall in big chunks of ice. Bang, 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 bang on the earth. Not exactly a scientific explanation, but it's just part of the knowing there's non-physical above us, physical below us. So we understand this. The solar time won't really move forward like this, so you can imagine the it's the turning vortex of creation. The stars turning there and the sun's on the horizon turning. So it's not moving in this clock, but obviously it's moving. The sun does rise at a different position when it comes to the ecliptic plane, right? So the sun does move around a bit, like that. So the way I've described it is right. So you've got to imagine the sun jumps forward, then the star will jump forward over here. So it's still 6 AM because it's solar time. Okay? Still 6 AM solar time. But the star has jumped forward by 4 minutes. Doesn't mean it's quicker. It's just because the star is back here, the original one, the day before. So that's it there. So you can't say the stars are quicker if the original star is still way back here. We've just added 4 minutes more of stars because the sun moving forward that 4 minutes. So this is sidereal time. Back here is solar time. That would be solar time if you're going to count the other next 4 minutes. Okay? Pretty straightforward. Oh, guys just aren't getting this. I can't explain it better than that. So we'll leave it at that. Okay? I came up with this weeks ago. I've lost track of what the heck it was about, but the lettuce. Lettuce, very good for you, out of the garden. But apart from that, in ancient texts, fluid from around the pineal gland. That's what this lettuce is. Flows to the heart. This is the elixir, lettuce, elixir. The anointing oil is what mixes with the blood through your 4 ventricles times 4 rivers. So 4 rivers in the holy story, or 4 ventricles of the brain. But lettuce is connected with this elixir fluid from around the pineal gland. Don't ask me to go any deeper than that because I can't remember. So I hope that was explained good enough. Cheers guys.